Ladies and gentlemen, happy Wednesday! How is it going? How are we doing? Hope you're all having a great week so far. Welcome to Manchester Airport. It is time for the Wednesday show. The sun is shining. Andy's got his cap on, he's got his glasses on, he's got everything on.
How's it going?
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Yo.
Welcome in, everybody. DBB Aviation, Ian Newton, Scottish, Dave Hurst, Mark, Eddie, Loopy, Vicky, Silver Shadow, Simon Thomas, Matt Healy, good morning. Chris Dunn, good morning. Kicking on Twitch, how are you doing, mate? Glorious weather, it really, really is. Ashley, how's it going? Harry, good to see you, good to see you. Welcome to Manchester Airport, guys. Reverse operations in use today again. And we got plenty of aviation action coming up for you guys for the next few hours. As our first departure, Jet 2 out to Izmir. Takes off on 05 left. How are we all doing? Harry Pixie, good to see you. Shy Wolf, good to see you. Yeah, very well, thanks, Kicking. Hope you're doing well, mate. And David Duran. Go on, David. Just gifting 5 memberships to the Airliners Live community. Thank you so much, David. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Kicking off the show with the 5 gifted today. Tina, good to see you. Good to see you. Hello. We'll get the overlay on as well. There we are. And if you just got one of those gifted memberships, enjoy being a business class VIP for the next month. And that aircraft just holding on the taxiway there is a Virgin Atlantic A350 1000, which has just arrived in from Orlando. Currently just, I assume, waiting for a gate. Richard P, good to see you. Mike K, tuning in from New Zealand, welcome. Klaus, hello. Etwan, good to see you. Anthony Brook, hello, good morning. Shirley Dev, welcome on the Twitch. And Amy, you've been on nights, so just around for a little while. No worries at all, Amy. Absolutely fine. Hope you're doing all right. And JPK63, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. What great weather we've been having here at Manchester recently. It's watching Carol this morning on the news. We're expecting this good fortune to continue until at least Friday. Although Sunday is looking wet so far. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that changes, I think. And Graham, enjoy that membership, mate. Thank you very, very much. Onkar Singh, good morning. Running loads of reports, says Joanna. You're going to have to keep me company. We'll do our best. We'll do our best.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, wow. Harry says he's watching today from the pool in sunny Malaga. Mate, what a place to be watching the stream from. I'd absolutely love to be sat in the pool right now. That'd be 10 out of 10.
Would be nice. Yeah, it looks sunny here, but I'm sure it's warmer in Malaga.
Yes. Mark Pearson, good to see you. Got to leave at 10:30 for a guitar lesson. Nice, mate. Enjoy that.
Yep.
What are we doing? We on acoustic, electro-acoustic,
bass, scales and all that.
Yeah.
Bit of Wonderwall.
Jane, good morning. Good to see you. Can't believe they're back on 05s. I travelled up yesterday and we're on 23s all day. Yeah, that's just the look of it, mate, isn't it? That's plane spotting for you.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see them on 05s. Yeah, the King of the Skies does look ready for departure. Not far to go on that one. Let's have a look.
As you can see, it's a little bit hazy. Bit of a haze on the airfield, but that should burn off pretty quick, I think, as we get into this morning's show.
It's the school holidays now as well, so it's a good place to spend a day here down at the Runway Visitor Park, of course. And I can see lots of people already here nice and early. enjoying this.
Yeah, it's very busy when we arrived this morning, wasn't it?
Yes, so it's quite a nice change.
A huge thanks to everyone who tuned in on Sunday's sponsored show as well. We really appreciate it, guys. Sponsors very happy again, so really appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. We had a bit of a meeting, didn't we, on, was it Monday?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Monday with them on it. So, yeah, very, very good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Gotta go now. Grout in the patio, says Eddie. Patio bar, sorry. Grout in the patio bar. Grant in the patio, barbecue coming. Okay, right. Okay, that was, I don't know. I think there's a string of letters that need to go together there, mate. And I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
A380's pinging now, so that'll push back in a moment, I think.
Today's the day to be doing that kind of work if it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard, the RVP is closed tomorrow, I believe so, but it's back open on Friday. So if anyone was looking to come down or knew someone who wanted to come down tomorrow, just let them know that it's not open tomorrow. But yeah, back open Friday. Weather's looking good on Friday as well, and I think on Friday we've got a bit of a special movement. What a surprise. Which was...
We're going to have a word with Matt Smith, I think.
I know we do. I have it written down. Stand by. Me and Matt both put it. It was an Iceland Air with what special is that? Luxury travel reimagined. I'm not sure. A strange 757 coming in, but yeah, I'm sure we'll see that on Friday.
This EasyJet heading out to Lisbon. We went from -5 2 days ago to 31 today. Where do you live, David? I cannot... I can't imagine a temperature shift like that. Surely it just throws you right out of whack.
Well, he's over in Houston, didn't he say?
And this is... Laurie says a lot of this, doesn't she? How the temperature just swings. Like, I just can't get my head around that, how that's possible, man.
I remember the first time I visited. I think I was in Dallas the first night. And I just packed like shorts and t-shirts and stuff. I brought one hoodie, luckily. And I woke up dead early. It was like 6 a.m. And it was freezing outside. I was like, what is this?
Really?
I thought it was hot over here. But when the sun came up, it like, temperature just like swings up a lot, you know, because the UV is so high.
Diane Haynes, good morning. Steve says, looking good there, guys. Almost as nice as weather here on the cruise ship sailing down the coast of Spain.
Wow.
Oh, mate, that is... You guys are making me jealous now.
Yeah.
That sounds like heaven, that. Going for a little sail and just inside for a bit of buffet and back out again. But they've got a basketball court on the top deck as well. Go on, Steve. Go and give it a slam dunk for Airliners Live, mate.
I wonder if they'll move this Virgin A350 before the, or just after the A380's moved.
Yeah, possibly. I've only ever done one, David. Only ever been on one cruise. I did enjoy it though, and I really didn't think I would. So yeah, it's well worth it if you can, you know, you can afford it. I think it's not cheap, is it? Cruising
really not cheap now. I've looked at the prices.
2019, we saw Bob Seger in Austin, road trip through Texas. You don't realize how big America is either, do you? Yeah. Until you start planning things like a road trip. And you go, oh yeah, I want to go here and then I want to go there. And it's like, right, well, that's going to take 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I remember when we were last went and it was like, on the map, Houston and New Orleans looks really close. So we're like, oh, we can go to Louisiana, we can go to see and go to that city. Maybe as a day trip. But it's like a 7-hour drive each way. I was like, okay, maybe not.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm sure someone's done it on Google. just put the UK on America and let's just see
Oh, yeah.
the size. Do you know what I mean?
Especially just like England.
Yeah.
So it's dinky. Like the size of Maine or something, which is quite a small state.
Okay, so the Daily Mail, I'm going to use your image because you guys use plenty of ours.
Daily Mail.
This is America on with the UK on top.
Yep.
Look at that. Yeah, that is mental, isn't it?
I mean, the UK is pretty long. Like, if you drove from, like, Cornwall up to Scottish Highlands, that's a fair drive. You're talking, like, 8-9 hours. Maybe even longer.
This jet to A321 Neo heading out to Antalya in the .com scheme.
Texas alone is 881 miles wide. 16-hour drive. Flipping heck.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of nothing as well. A lot of emptiness. Whereas the UK, we're quite packed with like cities. Like, you can get from Manchester to Liverpool in probably 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
What a beauty that plane is, though. Virgin Airbus A350.
Alan Rogers, good morning. Good to see you, Alan. How are you doing?
Welcome in.
And Gary Bennett, good to see you as well. How are you doing, Gary? Feldy, hello, welcome in. Welcome to everyone watching on Twitch. Don't forget to get involved in the chat, Twitch crew. Emirates A380 has been pushed back and will be on the move very, very shortly. We always seem to get this as well, sort of end of March, early April. We tend to get a nice little blast of heat.
We do, yes.
It's really, really welcome as well. I've just loved just sitting in the garden again, man.
Especially since how long our winters are,
Yeah.
From November, it just goes grim. And then it just doesn't improve for months and months.
Again, though, I'll be honest, mate. Like, we haven't seen a lot of snow, and we haven't seen a lot of, like, sub-zero either again this year, have we? It was we were quite lucky, I guess, but it was just wet. I think this was the turn for just wet weather, wasn't it?
Yes. And now I've had lots of dry.
Yeah. Boating David, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. How's life on the canal today? Bet it's been lovely, hasn't it, mate?
Oh, mate, yeah.
Can you imagine just sitting on the front of your boat in this weather?
Prime time, just hearing the water around you.
I think I might have asked you before, David. Sorry if I have, but do you tend to just stay in one place, or do you just go, you know what, I fancy somewhere else today, and you just jib off somewhere else? Day off watching Airliners live. The Warhorse this afternoon at the Liverpool Empire, says Carol. You've got a jam-packed day then, Carol.
Wow.
Hope you have a great time. What's that, Carol? Is it a birthday present or something, or you just booked it?
I've been to Liverpool Empire for so long. Surprised it's still going. The last time I was there, I seen Darren Brown, which was a mega show.
David, was it yourself that we spoke to in the car park?
David Duran?
Yeah?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Right, okay, sorry, because the display picture, I think you've just got something different as a display picture. Yeah, it's good to meet you, David. It's really nice chatting to you, mate. Emirates A380 now on the move. Craig says, looking forward to seeing the King of the Skies depart. We don't have long to wait, David.
Side by side, King of the Skies and the Airbus Super airliner, that is the A350 over on the right there. A lot of the grass around the airfield is freshly mown as well. Feels very fresh today.
Right, so you're mainly in the same place until the summer and then you start doing a bit of travelling. Fair enough, fair enough.
Virgin's not moving yet. Still holding on the taxiway there.
Hey, Malky, thank you so much. Just gifted a membership to Sam Din. Thank you very much, Malky. How you doing, mate? And David, really appreciate you as well. Gifting a membership. Thank you so much, David. That's gone to Craig Herbert. Paul Dunn has just gifted a membership, and it's gone to Paul Clifford. That's a coincidence, isn't it? Gifting to Paul, eh? Love that.
One Paul to another.
And Lee Fuller gifting a membership going to Aaron Greenway. Thank you very much for that little flurry of memberships there, folks. Really appreciate it. Greg tuning in from the USA. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Greg.
The US of A. Emirates A380 is coming next to depart. That's heading off to Dubai. Biggest passenger plane in the world, and also the biggest that we see here at Manchester Airport. We see 3 of these per day at Manchester. That's Emirates flight 21, 22 in the morning. Emirates flight 17, 18 here in sort of as well, and Emirates flight 19, 20 as well in the evening.
Just see the aircraft going down the final stage of the taxiway. So that's at where the point we kind of lose visual of the Emirates A380. So you do get a really wide view. You've only kind of got the last intersection and then the line-up point for 05 left. So you do get a great view here at the RVP. Rich North, how are you doing? Good to see you, Rich.
Hello.
Great to have you with us today, mate.
And Beastie as well, good morning to you.
Hey, Beastie. Ashley saying a few departures to look out for, guys. Global A380 in May with the High Fly Malta, 21st of May, Global 25th. Malaysian Airlines, 25th of May is an A350-900. And Malaysian Airlines as well. Okay, thanks, Ashley. Yeah, we're aware of the Globals, of course. They are doing a Scotland run first, and then Manchester a couple of days later. So we will, without question, be here covering this aircraft, most probably multicam as well. It's going to be live on this channel. Don't worry about it, guys.
Hyped.
A380 on the roll, here we go. Hey Flemos, sorted your keyboard, mate? Richie Poo is selling at a car boot today. Good to see you. How you doing? Barmy Gamer, hello. Cheers, Greg. A380 on the roll. Beautiful departure.
Yeah, pretty early rotation as well from the A380.
Hey, Tony Rivers, good to see you. How are you doing? Gunter, good to see you. Yeah, that's it, David. It is deceptive, isn't it? With such a big aircraft, it doesn't rotate much faster than the A320s in terms of takeoff speed.
Real hazy today.
It is, isn't it?
Plane just disappearing there into the haze. I mean, the visibility's not great. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult to see anything past the end of the airport boundary.
Yeah,
even this Virgin Atlantic, you can see, is very hazy.
Yeah. Behind her as well. Can't really see much in the way of the moors. Usually you can see some hills behind that. But Japan Airlines chartered to Manchester. Yeah, I heard about that. RSM. That's cool. I assume that'll be a yeah, like you said, a football charter. Makes sense. I think the global one will be probably the biggest highlight, though, next month, because, well, you might not see it fly again. You know, like it's so uncertain what's going on with that plane. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's the launch of global airlines, but it's kind of not. I don't know. I don't really get it.
I wouldn't count it as a global airlines launch until it's actual, you know, it's not under lease anymore, you know.
Yeah, it's so strange, though, because, like, apparently you book tickets through the Global Airlines website. I don't understand why. I don't know what they're hoping to achieve with this. Like, I don't get the point.
Well, it's because their AOC hasn't been granted yet.
Yeah, but what's the point of these, like, just one-off charter flights? Like, just hoping people want to fly on that day, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe, like, what is it, like testing the service, testing the product?
Yeah, because, you know, like, let's look at, like, Aer Lingus or Virgin, you know, people are booking package holidays with them. It's a reputable airline. Whereas these, it's like, why would you book them? Like, maybe there'll be a lot of av geeks who want to fly on it.
I was just about to say, I wonder how many av geeks are going to fly on it and fill those flights up. Just say, oh yeah, I've been on.
If I had a spare sort of 800 quid.
Is that how much? I was going to say, how much is it? Do you know?
I can't remember. A few hundred quid each way though, so it wasn't cheap. Like,
wasn't worth a video then.
I'm sure there'll be some travel vloggers on board though that we can investigate.
737-800 heading out to Dalaman. Apparently, you can only reserve tickets at the moment. You can't even pay for it.
That's even more weird. Like, why would they?
What if you need to go that day?
Exactly. It's like, yeah, who's this for? Like, people who just have nothing to do that day.
And also, I mean, I don't know whether this is, you know, anything to do with it just being a charter, but weren't they trying to base at Gatwick? And yet the flights are leaving from, I think, Glasgow and Manchester.
Exactly, yeah. So their plan is to base the planes at Gatwick, but that's clearly not been finalised. It's very strange.
Brussels Airlines arriving in from Brussels with the Finnair lined up to go to Helsinki. And just arriving behind the Brussels is the TAP Air Portugal Lisbon A320, 15-year-old aircraft, arriving in after a 2-hour, 40-minute flight from Lisbon. Ian Barron, thank you very much, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Andy Cousin, good morning.
Hello. They are on dual runway operations at the moment, and they will be for the rest of the show today. So we're mostly focusing on the departures, although you can see somewhat the arrivals as well.
And there goes the Virgin Atlantic A350, arrived in from Orlando, now making its way towards Terminal 2.
Bit of a wait, probably waiting for a stand to become available.
Yeah, we've got the Aer Lingus A330 currently pinging up along with the TUI Dreamliner taxiing out to Cancun. So it's probably made a little bit of space somewhere for this aircraft. We're on the roll. Finnair, Embraer. Eighteen-year-old aircraft bound for Helsinki. And Sam, thanks for the £5 donation coming into the stream.
Hey, thanks.
It's getting final boarding call for Dakota's birthday. Any last-minute ideas for presents that's not Professor... that just reminded me of something. That's not Dr. Pepper. Have a think, chat. And Mark, thank you very, very much for gifting a membership to the community going to Craig Charles. Did you see that meme I sent you? Where the guy's asleep. And
yes.
They Dr. Pepper. He's like, no, baby. He's got a proper accent. And I was just laughing, man. I was like, that's you.
Yeah, we've been getting the Aldi version, Professor Peppy. Which literally tastes the same.
There you go.
Professor Peppy.
Cheers, Aaron. Glad you're in. Ian, sorry. I kind of mixed your first name and surname together there. Ian, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. The channel's been going for quite a while now, yeah. It's how long have you been watching us for, Ian, out of interest? And Silent Stew, throwing in the first bit of support on the Twitch channel, using the Twitch Prime for 20 months. Thanks, mate. And Reese, good morning. How are you doing? And Vicky says, well, it's 10:18 and my client hasn't turned up yet.
Oh.
So I guess I can stay with you lot. Listen, if they turn up late, just lock the door. You know what I mean? There's the Jet 2 A321 Neo heading out to Tenerife, closely followed by the TUI Dreamliner for Cancun.
I always get that stressed about being late for things, and it seems like a lot of people in the world don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mark tuning in from Sydney, good to see you.
A howl of a certain wide-body airliner going around the corner. Looks like a Dreamliner.
Let's turn the mics up and have a listen to this, I think. Here we go. The first dreamy of the streamy. There it goes. That's the thing, chat. That mic was up full volume and it's still very quiet. Jason, welcome back for 3 months. Great show. Pleasure to be a part of the amazing streams. Thanks for coming back, Jason. Watching them regularly as well. Really appreciate it. Charlie Aviation, good to see you. You're having a good time at the RVP, mate. And Ian saying, about 18 months ago, I stumbled on your channel. I live near Teesside Airport in the northeast and worked there back in the day doing flight meals for British Midland and Air UK.
Wow.
What aircraft were you doing, Ian? Didn't they have some MD-80s? British Midland. Rob Tolley, a brand new business class VIP. Thank you very much, Rob.
Wow.
What football shirt's that, mate? Can't quite tell. I don't think it's a United one, though. Thanks for the business class.
It's not Ed West, is it?
Head West FC. What'll be, will be. Jet 2 out to Tenerife on the roll. Thanks very much, Rob, for doing that. And Dylan's right here on the bench of the RVP. Enjoy, mate. Hey, see, now you're just making things up, surely, Dev. Saying I've mentioned it 10 times. That's the first time I've mentioned it. What did I get? 10 points for me hoodie or what?
I was going to say, every time the camera pans to you. That counter needs resetting, I think.
Sam says apparently she sent a Manu-related question to your messenger rather than putting it in the chat. So,
I wonder if there's a
and
reason.
now you need to read it out to me.
Right, let me zoom out a bit first. Let me read it first.
I was going to say, I think the fact that she's not put that in the chat, there's probably something going on there.
That's a good one, Sam, saying who's going to score more points? Wait. Who's going to score more than 1 point first, Man U or Alpine?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think when you have a Manchester derby and United come away just happy that they haven't lost, kind of gives you a state of affairs of where we're at the minute.
Mate, my town, there's a fair few Man U supporters. I remember walking to the shop that night and I could hear people like singing as if they'd won like the FA Cup or something like I was like, wow, have they won? Did they win?
0-0.
0-0.
Chanting
And they were like,
hey, that's a win in our books at the minute, mate. We'll take it. Do you know what I mean? TUI Dreamliner on the roll to Cancun.
Flexi lady taking off there. Too flexy for my shirt, as Nightbot would say.
Morning, Julie. How are you doing? Yeah, the cats are doing all right. Darcy's been in the wars a little bit, unfortunately. She's got a sore leg at the minute. So she's... we're trying our very best to restrict her movement as much as we can for the next couple of days on advice from the vets, but Darcy being Darcy just wants to fly around and yeah, it's quite difficult to keep her restrained, but
She doesn't have a chill mode.
no, not in the slightest. But she's doing all right.
That's the Universal theme park are building a site in the UK.
I saw that. Again, yet another thing being built down south. I'm not going to... You know what I mean?
But it would be cheaper up north.
I think at some point we need to get a look in on something, don't we? As good as it is for the economy, I think you can't keep saying Northern Powerhouse and then not putting anything up north.
I know. I don't know much about Universal. I know there's one in Florida, yeah, Orlando, yeah. And it's like the big kid version of Disney with rather big rides.
We got half a train track. What more do you want?
Yeah.
And we will say please and thank you for it, Strode. Scandinavian on the roll out to Stockholm. And Timo, what a legend. Upgrading to crew seat membership.
Wow.
Love that. Thank you very much, Timo, mate. That's a huge upgrade. Thank you very, very much for that. Angia Booley, good morning. Good to see you. How you doing? Who's in the Twitch chat? Let's get some names in the Twitch channel as well. And it's in Bedfordshire, isn't there already a big theme park in Bedfordshire already? Sure there's a theme park down there.
Not sure.
Devil's Advocate, good to see you. Tom and Ann, good morning. How you doing? Jane Chu, hello, good morning. Did you see the storms over Orlando? I didn't, mate. No. Are you talking about Arsenal's split? I'll give the Arsenal fans some credit. Them 2 free kicks were mega. It's EasyJet on the taxi out to Basel. Thorpe Park, that's it.
Oh, that's the... Is it wise building a theme park within reasonable distance with them all?
Don't know.
This is EasyJet Switzerland, this. Notice.
Oh, yeah, so it is.
Quite rare you see them at Manchester.
Let's get a little
Swiss.
Just tag that, I think. Let me just grab that one. Just get that added.
Unlock.
Get that unlocked. Yavish. Oh, here's a little picture as well. Go on, Owen. Is that Owen? Must be Owen. Go on, lad. Yeah, that's it, Beastie. She's she's not, because she doesn't understand. I kind of assume that I've got a sore leg, so I'm gonna slow down. That process just doesn't happen in a dog. So she's just like, I've got a sore leg, I don't care, I still want to run. So it's not good. She's kind of doing a bit of a hop along at the moment. But hopefully in the next couple of days she'll be sorted out. Ryanair 73 heading out to Porto. Joanne saying they're getting some serious storms over the Midwest and southern US at the moment. I wonder if that Storm Chaser guy is on it. I've not watched him for a while. Reed Timmer,
yeah. Last time I seen him, he had like 8 camera crews in different locations.
I know.
All sorts.
Yeah, here's Roger as well. How you doing, mate? Says, good morning, tuning in from the weather-beaten Midwest. There you go. Have you turned your soil over? Yeah, we've been doing a few bits in the garden, Roger. So for me, Nan's funeral, you know, like you give something to everybody who comes, don't you? Like a flower or a book of remembrance or something. But we gave everybody wildflower seeds because she loved gardening. So we said, if you can all just scatter these where you live and that'll be top. So I ended up with about 10 packets left over because we had a few left. So I scattered them in my border, and literally within sort of 3 or 4 days, they're already just coming out. So it must have been down to this good weather that we've had. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit. John's been growing some basil and coriander. Are you all right, mate? You, what's the matter? What's going on?
Mate, Sam's always after coriander.
I didn't know you're a little bit of a gardener there, John. You got some window boxes on the go. Love that. How long are you guys live for? Until about 12:30 today, Red Arrows. Why, are you planning a fly past?
Go on, Red Arrows.
About 12:25 would be nice. Kenko Plus. Here he is, Mr. Ian.
Kenko Plus?
Chat, if you want to...
Is that like a premium Kenko, is it?
Yeah, that's... you get all these feet pictures and everything on this one. If you want to go and show Ian some love, guys, go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Kenko Plus. And if you want to watch some really ropey landings and some shady flight simming, head over to Kenko at Twitch TV as well. Links will be in the chat. Watch out. He tries to sign you up to his OnlyFans. Just ignore him. It's fine.
It's called Kenko Plus.
Yeah.
Not tuned in for a while, actually. I've not watched any streams or anything for a while. I've just been so busy.
He has got a massive big toe as well.
Oh.
Don't ask me how I know. I might have subscribed to Kenko Plus.
By accident.
KLM A321 Neo arriving in from Amsterdam. Love seeing these. Really, really nice airframe. Nice livery as well. Come on, Phoenix. Get cracking.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Some Amsterdam runs.
Yeah.
The taxiing taking longer than the actual flight over at Schiphol. Very smart.
No, Kenko Plus is not a channel to make him seem taller than he is, chat. No.
Plush a few inches. Let's catch this departure first, shall we? EasyJet Switzerland. On the roll. Slightly rare catch for Manchester, this.
Wow. Roger's saying they've had 100 tornadoes this month.
Wow.
And a huge flooding. Some places got 15 inches of rain. That is crazy. 100 tornadoes.
Wow. What's going on over there?
That's crazy.
Isn't Kenko a coffee brand? Right?
Yeah.
Perfect sponsorship right there. Maybe Kenko Plus is like the premium coffee.
Perplex said if you Google Kenko decaf, it's just Ian with his clothes on. With his clothes off, sorry.
it's Ian asleep.
Yeah.
Caffeine free.
I'm just sleeping stream.
There you go. Opportunity there, 24-hour camera.
There you go.
Decaf channel.
Ian, don't say we don't give you the best ideas, mate. Come on. Kenko decaf. And just have a live feed 24/7 of you kipping. David says he's got a cup of tea and a slice of cake. And he can sit down and watch now. What cake are we on? Fly Murph, how you doing? It's just Ian with his clothes off. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, welcome to Airliners Live. Greg's Brecky on the way, says Matt. Love that.
I heard they're doing a lot of construction work over there, aren't they? Over at Terminal 3. I believe they're actually working on the pier there to facilitate some more... I think it's to increase the size of the planes they can have there. I think at the moment there's only quite small planes they can have. That's why you only see like Loganairs and ATRs there.
That's right.
I think they're going to aim to get some like Ryanair 737s and stuff.
It all helps. Tui out to Antalya.
I wonder what, Mako Sim, this new Manchester scenery. Like, what stage of Manchester will it be at? Like, is he?
Well, this is my worry, mate.
Is he going to have to constantly update it or something?
It's going to be out of date by the time it releases.
I know. It's like how far out? Like a year? Like, because this new pier at T2, for example, is huge, big deal. So is he preempting what it'll look like? Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe he's trying to like time it well. Because I guess once that's done, there won't be any major changes completed for a while.
That's right, yeah.
But there will be work being done. So, yeah, it's an interesting one.
Hey, good morning, John. Tuning in from a cool dull Inverness. Oh, right, so that cloud has hit you then, John. I know there's supposed to be some cloud coming over the east and down from the north as well. Is that the duck on the side of that Lufthansa just arrived in from Frankfurt?
Is it?
Like there might be a bit of a duck on there by the looks of it.
Cheeky Lou duck. Gil saying, I went to Pound Bakery and everything there is £1. I bought a cake and they charged me £1.50. I said, why £1.50? The lady said, oh, that's Madeira cake. Nice. I'm surprised that place is still going, to be honest. How much
I remember Pound Bakery when we were in college, mate. We used to rinse Pound Bakery. Go in there, just get like a load of traditional pasties.
Yeah. With like hardly any fill-ins to them.
Yeah.
They had they might still be going, but they had ones called Pound Cafe as well.
Did they?
Yeah, which was like you make your own breakfast and everything was like dead cheap, but I can't see it being very good.
What, you go to the cafe and you make your own breakfast?
No, I mean, as in like you pick the ingredients.
Oh, right, I thought you just go in. You just go in the Pound Cafe and they give you a saucepan and you go, there you are, mate.
That's probably how it is. Inflation mode.
Oh, Pia, thank you so much for that. Just gifted a membership. It's gone to Buzzer69. Thank you very, very much, Pia, for that.
Thanks, Pia. Hope you're doing well.
Fortney, how are you doing on Twitch?
Yeah, I think it was like a breakfast was like £1, but you'd have to add loads to make it actually decent. Like, and each additive would be like a price.
Aviation TG, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so I think we've got this sun until Friday, maybe Saturday, and then, yeah, Sunday is apparently wet. And then I don't know what happens thereafter, but I think Friday, mate, we might be cooking up a little 20 degrees somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. Scottish Linda, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good morning. Want some rain? I understand that, but I can't bring myself to say I want it to rain. I'm enjoying the sun too much. Samantha Littlewood, good morning.
There you go, the Luduck special.
There's one on the front and a small one on the back as well.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. Proper special livery. You've got my summer hat on. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a bit weird seeing that Ryanair there. I think that's not usually positioned there. Maybe just because of the works that's going on.
Yeah, possibly. The Lufthansa was in yesterday. Oh, nice.
Nice, David. I bet you're hyped to come back in May. Get in touch on the Discord, Airlines Live Discord, if you haven't already, because quite a lot of Sundays, if you haven't been to one already, the VIPs, especially like Tom and Ann, organise little meetups. And pretty much every Sunday they're here. So yeah, if you could come down on Sunday, that'd be great. But some Sundays they do like an extra special meetup. If the weather's nice, called the Alfresco picnic, which is where they all sort of sit outside and have some food. A lot of people bring their own food as well to share around. It's such a good vibe. So I'd recommend that next time you're over. If you haven't already been, I don't know if you have.
There is a Ryanair over at T3 that's been pushed for Pisa. So it could possibly be that Ryanair that's in shot there, to be honest.
Okay.
Revkev, welcome back, mate. 37 months of first-class membership. How are you doing? Welcome back. Oh, yeah, and a good week so far. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Welcome in.
Ian Kelly, good morning. Great to see you, mate. And we've been putting the odd news story on our Facebook page as well, guys. So if you do see those, feel free to get involved in the comments section. Quite a bit of news going on the old channel. Trying out different things on Facebook.
Bit of crane action going on there. Over at the new hangar that they're building. Putting the finishing touches in there. Now you can see this building there, just to the left. Just there. It's sort of sprung up. Felt like almost overnight. It's gone up so quick. Of course, we're here multiple times per week, so every time we do visit, it's always a little bit more complete. I'm not 100% sure who's using this. I've heard it's Jet2 are looking to use this new hangar. That's pretty cool.
There's a lot going on, isn't there?
Whoever's up there's got a good view, haven't they?
Yeah. New Matcam location.
Mate, imagine. See, being up there looks cool, but for me, taking that ladder up and down, man, that's a big ladder.
Yeah, you get wobbly legs. Where's the ladder? I don't even see the ladder.
Is it a ladder or is that a lift, I wonder?
I think that slides up and down, doesn't it?
Does it? There must be a ladder as well, though, in case that whatever stopped working.
Ew, don't talk about that. No, mate.
But yeah, maybe that is a lift. That'd be a bit more handy, wouldn't it?
Because I know some of those guys, they do have a ladder, don't they?
Yep.
Can you imagine, like, you need the loo? You got to go down 600 steps and then climb back up them again.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What a crazy job that must be.
Yeah, it's wild, that. I don't think I'd enjoy that.
No.
Because I bet up there as well, I bet you feel every movement, every bit of wind. Yeah. You know, you're just getting moved around left, right.
Make you feel a bit dizzy.
That's the thing, Andy. Like, you could just take a bucket up there, but then you got to smell it, mate. You're just in this glass warm box with a bucket of wee next to you.
Get a big tube that goes down.
And God forbid you need anything else. You can see the ladder on the left section of the column. There's no way he climbs down that.
That must take a bit of time, that.
Tip it out the window.
People on the ground, is it raining?
It's raining. Okay, so the aircraft over there that has been pushed is out to Milan. This was the aircraft that's out to Pisa.
Okay. Nice quick taxi here, heading towards the start of 05 left, which is the runway in use for departures today.
Yeah, you do need a good aim to bottle a number 2, don't you?
That's it.
Not a thank you. Airliners live zooming as you're using the bucket, I know.
You imagine. Catch him on his break.
That'd be like an Insta ban as well, wouldn't it? YouTube would just do us in for that.
I was going to say, Tim, it does sound like quite a chill job, though, like, physically. You just sit down and move the crane for hours on end.
Yeah. I wonder how, did he have, like, cameras or anything on the wire, you know, the thing that's down on, what do they call it? The sling or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because Otherwise, you got to have really good kind of like depth perception and everything, haven't you, to like get it perfectly lined up to go down where you want, especially if you're that high up as well.
Yeah. It's mad.
There you go. So the cab is like a bit of an elevator. There you go.
The cab itself is an elevator.
That's what Roger's saying.
That does make sense. That'd be cool. Sit down and up you go.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Terry. I think it would get very hot in there, wouldn't it?
Probably a fair bit of wind up there.
Andy said he's completed the mission on GTA 5 as the crane driver, so it set him up perfectly.
Yeah, I was thinking that one as well.
But we've played Construction Simulator twice. So I think we've got it in the bag as well, mate.
More than qualified.
Yeah.
They're all the same, them simulator games, though.
Yeah.
Press this button to build the house.
Having a quick look over at flight radar. We've got Turkish Airlines out to Istanbul on the taxi out. We also have our Singapore A350 on the move as well. And it looks like the Junyao in the Chinese silk ribbon livery today is going to be moving very shortly as well. Some nice departures coming up. There's crane camp.
I think they have a mega view though, like on a day like today.
Yeah, when he spins around to watch the A380 and knocks the thing down.
That one there, that one needs to go over there. Yeah, that one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there. Yeah.
Oh, he's not doing that. He's saying, "Where's Greg's?" He's like over there.
There's one over there.
Oh, come on then. Let's go. Yeah, sausage roll. Yeah. You got your Greg's card? Yeah, you got Greg's app? Yeah, I got Greg's app as well. Come on then, let's go. Boss, thank you very much. Using the tier 1 for 4 months on Twitch. Loving the stream. Thank you very, very much for that. Crane guy, give us a wave. Crane guy, give us a wave.
You're watching the stream, I wonder. I'm sure, didn't someone tune in once from a crane? Do you remember that? Someone in the chat was saying. Yeah. He's like in the city centre as well.
Take this fantastic hoodie off. It's getting a bit warm down here.
Welcome in, Suze. Have you seen many aborted takeoffs at Manchester? Not many, but a few. They're very rare, though. Most of them that we've seen, though, have literally just been not very dramatic at all. Just simply plane kind of starts to move and then slows down. I think only like once I've seen quite a dramatic one. Because usually they're just more precautionary, like weather related, or maybe the aircraft wasn't quite ready for takeoff.
Hey Chipaz, how you doing?
What about go-arounds? Yeah, I've seen a fair few go-arounds. Fair few. Turkish Airlines, A321 Neo, on the way out.
that. Love giving that a bit more volume.
Proper whistle. Whistly Pratt Whitney 1000 series engines.
Are you satisfied on Twitch? How you doing? Good to see you. Mark, yeah, that's correct, mate. There's some chartered flights taking place. So they're operated by Highfly. So we will be live for it, of course. That's
going to be a mega busy day at the airport, I reckon. I reckon it'll get a lot of press attention as well.
Yeah, I think so. The Old Man That Games subscribing tier 1 on Twitch for 2 months. Thank you very much.
Is that my alt account?
How we feel. I wouldn't say it's that many, Connor, to be honest. I wouldn't say you get one go around a day. Maybe I'd say less than 3 or 4 a week probably would be my guess.
Yeah.
But that's a complete guess and based on no facts whatsoever. Yeah, it's all a bit weird, Craig. It's it will be interesting to see how it develops. And I think we just need to just watch and see, I think, with it. Either way, we're just glad that we're going to see a liveried up aircraft into Manchester so we can at least grab a picture of it.
That's right. It's all very strange, that saga with Global Airlines. But it keeps going. So, because it started to surface around the same sort of time that, like, we had the Flybe shenanigans with Flybe 2.0, and then a few spoofs like Monarch return, Flybe 3.0, and then Global Airlines. It was a bit like, nah, that's not going to happen.
That whole Monarch thing was wild.
Strange.
That was wild. And for me, I think as well, that really showed up some major security issues in our business registration process and stuff like that, in my opinion.
That's true. And also, what was the other one? Centra Airlines. How they actually got a plane registered in their name, G Saha, so Sierra Alpha Hotel Alpha. An A330-200 series going to be based at Manchester and do daily flights to Accra in Ghana, I think. And again, they had funds, they had a company's house page. And again, they just fell off. They just disappeared.
And off goes the Turkish A321 Neo back to Istanbul. It just taxied past, gave us some awesome audio here at the runway visitor park. And Sam, giving you more of her money, saying, Andy, did you let the cat back in? He's just gone upstairs and I'm concerned that he's taking revenge from his earlier intrusive thoughts.
I didn't know. So. Must have snuck back in.
And Mike Rogers with a 16 months, saying sweet 16. Morning, guys. Thanks, Mike. How you doing?
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for the donation again, Sam.
Thank you very much. Sam is providing yet more evidence of Andy's mystery allergicness.
Oh, yes.
Ryanair on the roll. Out to Milan. EasyJet waiting to cross. It's just arrived in from Jersey. You know, it's busy here already today.
I know. Yeah, Joanna, I think we did a video on the Airliners Lounge page about that Monarch relaunch. It's quite funny.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping on his bed as well, Sam.
On the pillow.
Why are HMRC emailing us? Can you just not? Can you go away, please?
Your real employer.
There's a funny, I don't know if I sent it to you, there was like a funny meme online where the guy's like, you know, when you just get up in the morning and you see that he's struggling to get up and he don't really want to go to work, and got sad music playing, and you're like, oh, just remember who you're doing this for, and it builds it up like they're going to show his family and everything like that. And then like they look down at his phone that's got a background and it's just HMRC.
So true.
Honestly, it's like having a bad Dragon's Den deal. The amount of money they take off you.
That's it.
Beautiful Junyao Dreamliner heading out to Shanghai. And Silky Sam, sorry mate, welcome back. 27 months. Where's the time gone? Awesome streams as usual. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate. Wow, there's a 747-400 freighter just gone over from Challenge Airlines from Liege to New York. Wow.
Can I ask why they call it a Dreamliner? I'm sure there was some context to it where Boeing had some kind of...
It's like a competition, I think.
Yeah, that's it. And the public submitted their names and Dreamliner just stuck, but it's also known as... Well, it's also called the 787.
Carl Crawford, welcome back. 34 months till my 2 months to my Wookiee badge. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Really, Joanna saying, I'm using a system at work right now which makes you feel like how you probably felt with the Terra deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some technology is not fun to use, right?
It's Ryanair. Taxiing past as well, heading out to Ibiza. And a couple of arrivals. Funnily enough, the TUI that's just arrived in has just arrived in from St. Athan.
Oh.
And they got a sort of maintenance centre down there as well.
I'm not sure. There's there in Cardiff, I think.
Right.
Where Cardiff, I think, is where of a lot of the British Airways maintenance. But
she's flying there. Just imagine the plane like, no, chill.
no,
chill.
I'm fine,
No, it's fine. Come on, let's just go back to Manny. It's all right. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
He pulls on to stand. Oh, we dodged it there, boys. We dodged it. I was nearly a goner. I touched down there and everything. I saw Arthur Steve.
So you were saying, do you want anything from the cafe?
Not just yet, thank you.
I wouldn't say no to a coffee. Beautiful Junyao Dreamliner heading out to Shanghai.
There is a maintenance hub there.
Okay.
Do TUI, Ryanair, and Enter. Does anybody else do that? Like, just give inanimate objects like names and characters, and just imagine funny scenarios that they might find themselves in.
Yes.
I think I'm a little bit crazy. Phil, it certainly is a good day for it, mate. It really is. Joanne says, morning guys, I'm just waiting in my lemonade stand and blueberry cake to come out of the oven. I'm just waiting in my lemonade stand and blueberry cake to come out of the oven. Am I not reading right?
Lemonade stand. Are you living in a cartoon?
Where is a lemonade stand? Because they're them things that you see on films that I've never seen in real life.
They don't happen, do they? A little girl at a lemonade stand trying to make some pocket money.
Yeah. Hey Warren, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I don't give them names, but I often call them names when they fail me. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us what names.
Yeah, that's all right. We get the picture, mate. Oh, here we go. Right. That makes more sense, Joanne. She's waiting on a lemon and blueberry cake to come out of the oven.
That's interesting. What, as in the same cake?
Yeah.
Lemon and blueberry.
Where do you live, Joanne? I am up for a slice.
Yeah. Why don't you start up a lemonade stand?
Yeah, set up a lemonade stand on the drive as well. Me and Andy will pop down for some cake. Annie, good to see you. How are you doing? Question for you guys. I've just come back from my second holiday of 2025 and I've just booked a third and a fourth.
Wow.
Is that Owen Flemo's alt account? Hey, Phil. One thing I say, mate, is if you're enjoying something and it costs you money, but you can afford it and, you enjoy it, do it, mate. That's the thing. Like, why not? If you can, why not? Wasn't the Dreamliner the one advertised having onboard showers and stuff? Is that not the 380, old man?
It's a bit rude calling him old man.
I know. What else am I going to call you?
Man.
Right, old man. Yeah, Mike, it was a bit boring, wasn't it? Hey, Ian, welcome in. Dave's off to Cyprus on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Goose, there's I don't believe it's possible, mate. There's like a switch. I think there's like a switch. So when there's weight on wheels, it won't let you lift the gear up.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
That would be a nasty accident, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, I think it's got like an isolation switch there, so I don't think it's possible.
I've seen some more lighter aircraft have that incident, but never on an airliner.
Yeah, weight on wheel sensor, John saying, yeah.
Makes sense.
We also have the Dreamliner heading out to Bahrain. Gulf Air. Again in the retro. Nice to see it.
Red Arrow saying I need to go now, bye. So,
no worries.
Are you doing a flight or?
Ali says, good morning from Northampton. I love watching your streams, but I'm also frightened of flying.
Oh, man.
Ali, you'll be surprised there's quite a lot of people in the community with a similar thing. We do have some videos which you can watch, which one of our friends, Captain Mark, has made with us. There's 2 videos on our YouTube channel which have helped a lot of people with their fear of flying. So if you'd like to go and give them a watch after today's show, just have a look for Pilot Explains videos on our YouTube channel and see if they help you a little bit. But welcome into the stream. Enjoy it. Jaren Hupp, thank you very much for the premium economy membership. Thank you very much for that. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Muggle loves flying from the Scottish Isles. Very nice. TUI Dreamliner. Next out on the roll to Paphos. Hold the show. The cake is out of the oven, says Joanne.
Okay.
And the EasyJet that just passed in front of your shot is out to Bilbao. And the Gulf Air retro scheme just about to come round the corner.
Ooh, nice.
Keith says, regarding global airlines, Richard Branson once said it's the quickest way to become a millionaire is to start with $1 billion. I can imagine, Keith.
Yeah, Nadia, that's a good point. Saying the more you watch airliners live, the more you see the pilot's skills, the less frightened you become of flying. Worked for me. That's very true. I think also, like, I know Captain Mark said it in one of his videos, is like the amount of planes that are flying. You know, you consider how many incidents there are. You know, it seems like there's a lot, but there really isn't. They're few and far between. And then you consider the fact that there are thousands and thousands of planes flying at any given time. Even here at Manchester, you know, in and out constantly, all day, every day. So it is crazy how safe it is. Wow, what a beautiful plane. Gulf Air 787 heading back to Bahrain. That's right, Charles. Yeah, driving cars is well more dangerous than flying.
iFlyer on Twitch says that's got to be one of the best retro liveries. I think I've seen better, mate. I'll be honest. It's I like it.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's a few better ones for me, though.
It's good, though.
Guy tuning in from Hanover. Welcome, welcome.
You're a fan of that new Saudi retro, aren't you?
Yeah. That's just... That is a livery, that. Looks awesome. There's that EasyJet. Heads out to Bilbao. Challenger passing in front of the RVP. Down for Norfolk.
See this jet quite often, don't we?
Yeah.
Quite a frequent visitor to Manchester.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, John. I think there is just a bit too much empty space on that Gulf Air livery.
Yeah.
I was saying on the weekend show, it'd be really nice to see them stripes go all the way down the aircraft and up into the tail. I think would look pretty mega. Yeah, we'd probably agree with that, Goose. I think this is certainly one of the best viewing airports in the world.
Yeah, I think so. Can anyone think of any that are genuinely better because, yeah, you'll get airports like, let's say, Heathrow, where you're going to get more planes and bigger planes and more airlines, but the places to view from are just nowhere near as good. Like, there's no equivalent to the RVP. And then there are some other airports where you got some nice viewpoints, but then you haven't got the variety and stuff. So
well, that's the thing with Manchester. It's not just got the RVP. You've got views all the way around the airfield.
Yeah, really good ones as well. Like, seriously good. Look at Wood End Lane. It's incredible over there.
Toon says Zurich is decent for viewing.
Is it? I've heard it can sometimes be a bit quiet there, I've heard. Is that true?
Ray Moran, how are you doing? Welcome in. Mike D, good to see you. Another awesome departure. 2 incredible departures coming up. It's Aer Lingus A330 to kick us off, followed closely by the Singapore A350. I love that resonance. Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Ian saying LAX. Yeah, it's not bad.
You know what kills LAX for me? The heat haze.
Oh, mate.
It would just, I just can't imagine how you'd ever get a good picture of anything.
Yeah. And there's no, like, clean view, is there, of, like, the runway and stuff? I know that Imperial Hill's pretty good, but you can only
similar to Heathrow, isn't it? A lot of obstructions.
Yeah. And you're not very close as well.
Now let's compare that to the A350, guys, that's about to come past us. Doug, good morning. Great to see you on Twitch.
Here she is. Beautiful. I would agree there, Joanna. Oh yeah, Sam saying Amsterdam. Yeah, that's pretty god tier in Amsterdam. Very, very god tier. Yeah. I think the only thing I'd say that's negative about Amsterdam, and I noticed Dallas was the same, was like it's so big that you could have planes ping in and stuff or on approach, and you hardly see them, you know, because they're miles away. Thank you, Sue's just grabbed me a coffee as well from the cafe. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'll BRB.
No problem. Joanna in the chat saying that this is definitely one of the loudest A330s. Really is. Here we go. Aer Lingus Airbus A330-300 series. Thanks to the part. proper rumble there from the A330 heading off to Orlando.
There she is. I'm muted, you're not. Hello. Oh,
Hello.
hold on. Let's move
Wait.
that. There you are. How
There
are you
we
doing?
go.
You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Susie has arrived in the HQ.
I'm here. I'm
She's
here.
usually one of our moderators, and down at the RVP today is... there you are. You can wave now.
I can wave.
We weren't
Hello.
on. There we go. Are you here with your dad today? Or
Yeah,
who's
here with
Susie?
my dad. Here with my dad, as usual.
If you ignore me making changes on here, you crack on. It's fine. How long does it take you to get down here?
It was about an hour and a half today.
Okay.
Luckily, traffic and everything like that was decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, just waiting to go and get a hot dog now.
I'll join you in a bit for one of them, I think. Why not?
I know. I was waiting for a couple of the heavies to go out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very warm in here.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
It is warm. It's I've opened as many windows as we can.
Oh, that's all right.
The problem is if you open too many windows, you get a lot of questions about when's this plane due, where's that one going.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Can I
it
get
just
a
makes
selfie?
it just makes it hard to get a show going.
Yeah.
What's that on the way out? The Aer Lingus making the left-hand turn then out to Orlando.
Yeah, the visibility is getting better now, so you can actually see them departing. We've got the Singapore as well lined up on 05 left, moving next to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was like when you guys arrived this morning, but it was so foggy coming over the peaks. I was wondering whether it would be foggy when I arrived here.
Yeah, they said on the weather it was going to be burning off. We weren't too bad here. We just had sort of a little bit of haziness, but apart from that, we've been all right. Singapore A350 rotating off 05 left, beginning a 6,800 mile flight to Singapore.
Wow.
And that's the only one we're seeing now, isn't it? Unfortunately.
It is, yeah. The sort of dual Singapore system has gone out Manchester. So I do wonder what they're doing with that Houston route. I know maybe they just don't fly to Houston anymore. If David is still in the chat, maybe he'll be able to chime in on that.
Yeah.
Because it's a long way. It's literally like around the whole world is Singapore to Houston. And they did use Manchester as a fuel stop. But also you can jump on or jump off if you're that way inclined when it stops at Manchester.
Isn't that the flight that you took, Andy, when you went over to Houston?
Yes, it was. And it was pretty quiet, you know. And it was very cheap. It was definitely cheaper than any other airline, which was crazy because, for example... you know, Tom and Anne have been doing a bit of research on this, and one of the cheapest ways to get to Texas is with Turkish Airlines, which is weird because when you look on a map, the plane literally has to fly 4 hours away and then back on itself over the UK and over to the US. So I don't know how they managed to get it so cheap because Turkish, they're not like a super cheap airline, they're quite premium. Might be to do with like taxes and stuff as well. But Singapore being a direct flight with a really prestigious airline, like when you fly on it, you feel like you're up there. You know, you're part of the top 1% or whatever. And they were super cheap. Like it was probably about £400 return flight, which is crazy for that route. Yeah,
because I would have thought Singapore is well up there in terms of, like you say, the cabin, the onboard service. I think if I was to ever if someone offered me a business class flight, I would probably pick Singapore, I think.
It was unbelievable. So good, the service.
Not Qatar?
No, I think, I don't know why, I get the impression with absolutely no experience that Singapore they'd just look after you. I don't know why.
It was so nice.
It just looks classy, I think.
But then you got British Airways, which are like a lot more British feeling. Like it's more of a vibe that you get, you know what I mean? Like it feels like you're still in the UK.
Yeah.
Whereas the second you step on a Singapore flight, you feel like you're in the Middle East, in the Far East rather.
Have you done long haul anywhere or?
Only once. I was quite young when we went over to Hong Kong. Flew British Airways 747.
Wow.
From London Heathrow, but since then I've not really done anything.
And have you got any sort of plans like?
Not in terms of long haul, no. I mean, it's just expensive.
Yeah.
It's just expensive for the flights, and then obviously wherever you're going, you've got to then pay for hotel and everything like that. But I mean, I know me and Joe have been talking about our honeymoon and whatever, so hopefully we'll be able to do a long haul. for the honeymoon.
Maldives.
I was just about to say,
Yeah,
get in the old
Maldives.
Maldives. Do that once in a lifetime.
That's the classic.
Yeah.
But that's the thing for me. I think a long haul is kind of like not I wouldn't say a once in a lifetime, but you definitely do it. You wouldn't do it a lot in 10 years. You know what I mean? And I just think if I was going to do it, I'd rather just save up that extra couple of years and just get the experience of business class. And you know, why if it's going to take you say 10 years to do it, why not just wait 12 and have the full experience? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Australia. I've got a friend who moved there.
Yeah.
So I would love to go over to Australia one day, but again, it's like, it's 2 legs, isn't it?
It's the hopping, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, Australia for me is a bit too far. I've got a friend who moved to New Zealand, and for me, I just can't imagine myself ever wanting to do that flight, I'll be honest.
Hard work. I don't see how simple life does it, you know.
He does it regularly, doesn't he?
Yeah, multiple times a year.
I suppose you get used to it though, don't you?
You probably do, yeah.
I think by yourself as well might be a bit easier because you can just kind of nod off. But I think if you've got like a family and stuff, it might be a bit tricky.
A Virgin Atlantic A350 1000 heading out to Orlando. Not a bad plane to be on, long haul, I don't think.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It would be.
It's a good combo as well because you've got the new plane and also Virgin as well. But that's very smart.
Yeah. Tom and Anne saying they paid about 425 quid when they did Singapore.
Wow.
Couldn't believe the difference between them and everybody else.
I seen David in the chat earlier saying 350 he paid.
Really?
Return.
That's good.
It's
That's
incredible.
really good.
And that gives you everything. That used to give you like luggage and obviously meals and all that. And apparently complimentary Wi-Fi, although it didn't work for me, as seems to be the thing with me.
Yeah, there's been a couple of times you said, oh yeah, we got like really good Wi-Fi and this, that, the other, and then you get on the plane and it just doesn't work.
Doesn't work, yeah. We're still getting there with planes and Wi-Fi and stuff.
Matt's saying once he gets the inevitable inheritance, he'd probably grab a 380 trip to San Francisco for the NFL, baseball, shopping, go for the posh seats. Yeah, that's it, mate. I think you can justify it as well if it's something that you really are saving up for, you know. Whether or not business class is affordable on a regular basis is another question, I think. But I think for the trip of your life, or you know, the trip of the decade or whatever, it's well worth.
It's so cool seeing everything behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like usually I'm just used to seeing everything on YouTube, and watching you actually do it all, I realise how complicated it is.
There's a lot going on down
I know,
here, isn't there?
a lot.
And there's usually so for the sponsored shows, we have another laptop here.
Yeah.
We have this thing going. This PC is running these 2 screens.
Yeah.
This thing's running that screen. That's all our audio.
Yeah.
We've got cables coming down from the roof. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Cables come out your ears.
Yeah. There's a hell
watch
of a
looks
lot
good, though.
going on. Yes, boss. Nice one, mate. There's had a lad come up watching the stream. What's your name? Jacob. Nice one, Jacob.
Hi,
Good to see you,
Jacob.
boss. There he is, coming over. Seen a lad in the United top as well. Where's he? Give him a fist bump. Yes, mate. EasyJet taking the intersection departure out to Paris.
Sam saying she's more looking at doing overpayments on her mortgage than paying for business at the moment. That's the thing about being a homeowner, isn't it? Everything becomes more expensive. Lower on the priority list. I think Sue's got here right at the right time as well. It's really popping off in terms of the planes. I think there's a Cathay Pacific next to enter our view here at the RVP.
Nice.
What does that button do? Yes, Suze is, I believe she's our latest moderator to
You
join
are,
the
aren't
team.
you? I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, nearly coming
And she'll
up
be
to
the first to go as well.
Oh, don't be like that.
Oh, Virgin's on the roll. There we go. Oof. Love a bit of that.
Nice.
And that's just going to be blocked by the Cathay Pacific heading out to Hong Kong.
Well, so you've been a mod for almost a year, you say?
Yeah, it was around the end of April last year because I was actually in Slovakia watching one of the streams.
Oh, right.
And then suddenly I got the spanner. I was just like, oh,
There you go.
completely unexpected, but
And what would you say it is like being a mod? Because we do get a lot of people saying, "Can I be a mod? Can I be a mod?" And we've always tried to sort of handpick our mods from the community because you kind of know if people are like involved in the community, they're doing the right things in the chat, then you know you're not making them a mod and then expecting them to do it because it's already happening.
yeah,
do you know
definitely.
what I mean?
I think you know a big thing for me is actually being a part of that community because you're in chat all the time and obviously making sure that people are obviously behaving themselves but also are engaging in the chat as well because I think sometimes you know there can be that bit of a lull and it's kind of just bringing it back and making sure that everyone's enjoying themselves really.
That's it. And the encouragement part of it is really good actually as well because you are going to get new people who maybe aren't going to get involved, and I think the mods do a lot to not only welcome people because you can see on here like how fast the chat goes.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
so easy to miss a message.
It is.
And you guys just answering those messages sometimes just kind of gives people the welcome they're looking for, even if me and Andy don't read it out, for example.
Yeah, I think that's a massive thing. I think people don't realise how quick the chat can go sometimes, and obviously with actually seeing how much you're doing down here, it's understandable how you can miss those messages sometimes. So it's good for us mods to be able to pick that up. But yeah, sharing the streams as well.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the main things we thought, oh yeah, Susie's probably going to be a good mod because you were just sharing all the time.
I know. I know.
This Dreamliner out to Montego Bay. Liberator, how you doing, mate? Good morning.
I've seen something happening here on the airfield that I know chat will appreciate. I'll pan over to catch that.
Glad you have. I can't see it.
Yeah,
Even though you told me.
You'll see. Hang on. Give me a few seconds. Let's wait till the gear's up and then we'll have
Well, while you do that, you press that one.
This one?
Yeah. And we'll thank Scottish Linda for a £5 donation coming in. Saying when I was at Glasgow yesterday, I bumped into a Loganair crew member and they confirmed that you do indeed get free shortbread on Loganair.
Wow.
Well, that is the only news you need.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the
What a
donation.
selling point that is.
That was the big question.
Oh, here he is. He's off.
Yep.
That aircraft are finally on the move.
Yeah, I know a couple of people were asking in the chat if this would get moved today. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I was only saying to my dad earlier how long that's been there for.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a regular parking spot for it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of space over at Signature, though. They've got a hangar, haven't they, with probably a couple of planes worth of space.
Yeah.
And then they've got a little apron, but the apron's more for, like, what's going to be moving, you know.
Yeah, so when we went, there was a plane there literally ready to go with the doors, the stairs, everything. And then it was out, and then there was nothing. And it seems to be, like, kept clear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How many people have we got watching today? I can't see it on there.
It won't show on there.
Will it not?
It won't show on here. 50, just under 1,600. So not too
That's
bad.
A lot of people. Hello,
14
everyone.
brand new members on today's show as well. Thanks very much, everyone.
It's strange, because it doesn't feel like that many people. I think it's just because we're used to it, I don't know. But you get some, like, streamers, don't you, who do have that many views, and the chat's just crazy.
Yeah, our chat is a lot more... Even though people say our chat's fast, if you watch some Twitch streamers, you, like... With viewership of half of what we've got on here, it's just flying. Like how people like Ginge, like how he reads his chat, I've got absolutely no idea, man. RAF 330 about to fly over us, so it is.
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Very cool. Yeah, today's the day to be driving that convertible tug thing.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I don't know if it's convertible, I think it just hasn't got a roof. Get me one of them on my driveway.
Oh, that's work. Lufthansa on the roll out to Munich.
So I do have a question for you, Suze, actually, because you live around sort of Doncaster ways, right?
Yes.
And of course, there's some news about the airport there. Of course, at the moment it's closed down. But have you been keeping up with any of the updates about what's going on?
To be honest, they're keeping things very, very quiet. I mean, I'd seen a post by the Mayor of Doncaster recently saying that they'd spoken to Jet2. But I mean, I can't imagine Jet2 being at Doncaster only because with Leeds Bradford being so close, I can't imagine Jet2 wanting to be at Doncaster.
I mean, they do Liverpool and Manchester quite well, don't they? So maybe there is something for that.
A couple of aircraft, but you've got TUI were there at the retirement.
Yeah, TUI were there, and it was a lot of the cargo planes. We had a lot of 747s going in. We had the Atlas.
That'd be a buzz.
Antonovs as well.
I have to give you a little setup. You have to
I
go down there, get
I know. I used to, honestly, I never used to get up early on a weekend, but only for the Magma 747 when that was coming in.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, with it being taken over, well, it's like a partnership, isn't it, with Munich Airport? Potentially Lufthansa?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
possibly.
know, yeah.
Be interesting to see. But again, it's like with anything in aviation, it's so hit and miss, isn't it? You kind of get the vibe that something's happening and then it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, they have actually started recruiting, only more kind of your site management and things like that, but it's good to see that the recruitment's actually happening.
Gives it a bit more sort of credibility, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I'll obviously be keeping an eye out.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to work there. I was looking for jobs literally just before it shut down.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, I'd do anything there.
Nice. What are you doing now?
Supply teaching at the minute.
Nice.
But yeah, not something that I want to do forever. So we'll see how it goes.
That Ryanair just on the roll out to Brussels, Charles de Roy. And Brussels Airlines on the way out as well for Brussels. And the Cathay Pacific to Hong Kong lined up next to go. 6,000-mile flight for this aircraft. EasyJet from Pisa holding short. Oh, nice, that machine. That's awesome. Enjoy that. We did also have Carl gifting a membership to the community as well, going to Clive Edwards. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate that, mate.
Thanks, Carl. It's nice to see you in chat as well.
Hey, enjoy, Vicky. Thanks for tuning in today.
But it's a shame with Doncaster because I never got the chance to fly out of there, and I heard it was a really good airport for passengers.
Oh yeah, it was like Liverpool vibes.
Was it?
Yeah, reminds me so much of Liverpool. Obviously, we've flown there the past few times when we've been to Košice, and it's really, really similar vibes. It was good.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen, we've heard much about Niels recently.
I know. Well, funnily enough, when we went to Lanzarote the other week, the other month, whatever, he had a flight to Manchester then.
Oh, right.
But I don't think he's had many, though.
Because he was coming here quite regularly, wasn't he, for a while?
Yeah.
And then he's kind of fell. Niels fell off.
He fell off, yeah.
He did.
We need to see the new Brussels livery here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the new special.
Yeah, you know, the one that we all voted for.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no cowboy one in the end then.
Well, I didn't get my vote, so I'm not filming it.
Not my plane.
Yeah, every time it comes in, I'm going to pan to the sky and say it's disappeared.
Just look at a different plane instead.
Yeah, it's here it is, guys. Here's the Brussels. No thanks.
He's flown a few specials, O'Neill. So I know he's flown the Tomorrowland one, and
has he?
Yeah, and he said it has got a DJ booth on board. It's quite funny.
Has it?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And it's like hooked up to like the PA system in the plane.
And is it only used when the festival's on?
I don't know.
I could imagine that be like, look at the draw you get put on that plane. That would be the most annoying flight.
6 a.m. flight. At least I can have a nap on the plane. You get on. Dum, 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 dum.
Steve, who's DJ'd twice in his back bedroom, jumps on.
Well, I'd seen the other day that Flight Radar did a unknown flight, to an unknown destination. Did you see that?
I didn't know.
And on board that flight, they had like the DJ and everything. It ended up going to Seville. I think it took off from somewhere in Norway or
Oh, right.
Why is there a DJ on there?
I've got no idea.
Why?
But yeah, everyone who was on that flight had no idea where they were going. And on flight radar, it said not NA to NA, so they had no idea.
Yeah, you can't cheat.
Not sure about that.
I know, yeah.
Well, how do you know what to pack?
I know.
Surely they got to give you some sort of like, is it warm? Is it cold?
Yeah. Does your passport work here?
Yeah.
Do you need a visa?
Yeah. Are any of you guys at an age to have been able to fly Concorde? No, I don't believe so.
No.
Matt Smith, maybe.
Did you have the bank balance for it? That was a question.
Well, that's a big question, isn't it?
That was a big question.
I won't tell you how old I was when it retired.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like you want me to ask you.
No, don't ask me. I don't want to put you out.
Is it a negative number?
Not quite.
Okay.
There's very little though.
Russell's on the roll. Ryanair just arrived in from Rome on the southern runway as well. Linda's a big fan of Doncaster. She's not too much of a fan of Leeds, so keeping fingers crossed that it opens.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times when I'm looking at flying, with like package holidays and things like that, obviously Leeds Bradford is closer, but the airport just isn't
it?
No, it's just always too packed. There's never anywhere to sit. You can never get any food.
Oh, right.
So I always either fly from Manchester or Liverpool. So it's a better experience.
Well, there you go. The more you know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Leeds. I've never actually flown there before.
Jake works there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Jake fell off.
Jake fell off. He's not in the chat, where is he?
He needs to sort it out.
To be fair, he did say he was up at 5 a.m. this morning.
Silly o'clock.
Yeah. We were trying to get him on FIFA last night, and he's like, I've got to go to bed.
Right, I'm going to make a move.
No.
I'm going to go and get some scran.
Enjoy.
I
We
will.
will see you after.
I will. See you later, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Nice one. Thank you
no
very,
worries.
very much.
Thank you.
I will
I've enjoyed it.
speak to you shortly.
Really? Yorkshire Ringway fan club. Wow. Is it like as bad as Luton? Because I flew out of Luton once and that was just horrendous. It was weird, Luton, because some aspects of it were all right. Like I remember when you get there and you kind of got the what would you call it, the checking in hall and stuff. It was really nice. They had like some kind of choir, like I think they were. Well, I had like a ukulele band or something. It was actually like doing some kind of like performance. The staff were pretty friendly. It was just fine, But then as soon as you get to security, my gosh. I did a video of it on the second channel. But good grief, that was not good. Security was just chaos. There was literally like almost a fight broke out because these queues were like merging and stuff. So people were cutting in. Like people who had just joined the queue were going first. Like not as like a fast track system, but just purely because it was just so disorganized. Because there was like a snaking system, and then the other one didn't have that. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah, and then you got in, and it was just packed, nowhere to sit, just chaos, long walks, and there was loads of construction going on as well. So it was that noisy with like people with drills and jackhammers and all sorts in this departure hall.
God.
It was just like, what is
Sounds
this?
like an experience.
I know. Yeah, it was pretty weird. And then I went for a walk down one of the piers because I was just curious. I was just like having a wander around. There was no one around. It was dead quiet. Like, oh, it's nice and peaceful around here. There's places to sit, have a sit down, have a chill. I'm about to hit record to record the next part of the vlog, and a security guy comes out like, "Oi, what are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know, I'm just filming. He's like, "You can't be here. Go back." I'm like, why? It's like they just walk down a hall. Like, there's no signs. He's like, "Oh, it's closed around here." Like, right, you didn't make that very obvious, did you? Just walk down a random hallway with no signs or anything. So yeah, that was quite the experience. Sounds like a typical day at LaGuardia. Oh gosh, yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, nice. Skyaders is going to be taking off on Saturday morning from Manchester. Where are you heading to, mate?
Oh yeah, enjoy.
When are you going to do a Liverpool show? We really do them, Jimmy, when there's something special happening, mate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Liverpool just isn't busy enough for us to do a full show from there. But we do keep in contact with them, and obviously if we get a special occasion, I'm sure we'll be back.
A lot of people sharing stories of Concorde in the chat as well.
Wow.
Yeah, that's something we did miss out, unfortunately.
We have said a few times, haven't we, that streaming probably came 15 years too late.
Yes.
Because the airport was very, very different in terms of the heavy movements, especially. A lot of 747s at Manchester. And, we probably just missed out on that. Technology wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for Liverpool, though. I mean, air show season, sometimes they have some cool things going on there.
Yeah.
But it depends, because you've also got Harden, sometimes based things like the Red Arrows there, so we'll see. I think last time we had a choice between Harden to see the Red Arrows or Liverpool to see the BBMF. And we opted for the Red Arrows, which was great.
Yeah, that was a really nice change, a nice stream for us. Yeah. I love doing that. That was really good fun. We got to see them taxi out right in front of us. We got like this scaffold tower they built for us to stream from. It was such a great day.
Tim saying one of the best experiences I had was Blackpool to Alicante. So chilled at 20 quid development fee included in your parking. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Blackpool, very different these days, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, David. I mean, with the technology on Concorde, it wasn't just like the electronics of it or the engines, but it was every aspect of it was like perfect. Like in terms of just like aerodynamics, getting it up to supersonic while maintaining the fact that it's an airliner. Because I've heard that the Tupolev 144 that did the supersonic flights, like for example, that was so noisy that you couldn't actually talk in flight when it did supersonic. So you had to. There was people saying stories that they had to just hand notes around the cabin.
Really?
To communicate with each other because it was so
That's
noisy.
wild, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas, of course, the Concorde was nothing like that. So, just a complete marvel of engineering. And an icon, historic icon that we still admire today. And there is still one here at the Runway Visitor Park, of course. It's always satisfying when you look. There's a map online you can search for on Google, and it's a map of all the Concordes in the world and where you can see them all. And it's such a proud moment to see Manchester being one of the blips there, because people could travel fly for hours and hours to try and see one, and we get to see one every single week. The Tu-144 had so many flaws, did it? I don't know much about it, to be honest. Sometimes I even mix them up, in pictures on Facebook posts. You know what I mean?
Don't know anything about it, mate.
I know, yeah. I've never done that.
No. Trace, how you doing? Good to see you. Good morning, good morning.
Oh, we do have the Icelandair A321 Neo over on the south side. You just hear the Pratt & Whitney howl as well from this new addition to Icelandair's fleet.
That's an interesting thought, though, George. Do you think Concorde would even make it to market in the current age? That's the thing, because one of its major downfalls was its fuel economy.
It was horrendous compared to...
So it just priced itself out in the end, unfortunately.
That was it.
Because a lot of people kind of point towards that Air France crash as like, oh yeah, that ended Concorde and this, that, the other. It actually wasn't. It was the fuel efficiency, the costs. There was a lot of financial instability towards the end as well.
Yep.
And it just got too expensive to operate.
A lot of factors.
Beastie, thank you very much for the £2 donation. Have you got any more Darcy photos? She says. Let me have a look. Let me see what I can find. She's as I said earlier, she's on not bed rest at the moment, but she's being restricted a little bit because she's hurt one of her legs. She's too excited and she's hurt one of her legs. So the vets have told her she must chill out for a few days.
Yep.
Let me show you a little picture of her feeling a little bit sorry for herself. I think you guys will laugh at this one. She's really kind of going for the old puppy dog eyes of, please let me run around at 1,000 miles an hour. I'll get it on stream in a second.
Do I get an early preview here? Do I? Like you said.
You do, yeah.
I'll wait. Iceland, they're looking really nice in the A321 Neo with the new colours, new scheme. That is a cute picture, actually. Yeah, we are looking to potentially see in the return of supersonic flight for commercial airliners with, of course, Boom Overture, which is coming apparently later this decade, so it's sort of 2029. Apparently they're going to be starting flights, but there's a lot to go through, a lot of hoops to get through before that happens, so we have no idea.
Let's keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
There you go, chat. There she is. You're going, please let me run.
It's so cute. Them eyes.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man. She's so cute.
Loves that duck, doesn't she?
Yeah, she loves the duck. She loves a little donut as well. She's got a little donut. She buzzes off that. But, yeah, hopefully in a couple of days she'll be back up again. But, yeah, at the moment, she's in the wars, chat.
Yeah, Skype killed supersonic travel. Probably did, yeah, because you know, in the heyday of Concorde, it was before the internet was mainstream, so a lot of business was done face to face. There's a lot more reliance on that.
Yeah, Mike, she loves that duck. It like quacks as well. You know, when she bites it, it quacks. Probably not the best thing in hindsight to have bought her, considering I want to take her with me, like when we go do some wildlife photography and that.
Yeah.
But hopefully she'll tell the difference.
Bite all the ducks.
So yeah, hopefully she's sorted, chat. She's. I'll share one more with you because I know you've been asking for a few streams. She loves having her belly rubbed. Absolutely loves having her belly rubbed. And if you don't, she like growls at you. She's like, oi!
Pegasus just taxiing in there off 05 right, the runway in use at the moment for arrivals. Coming in from Antalya. Destination that's getting quite a bit busier now. This time of year, usually around May, is when it really kicks off in the south coast of Turkey there. But this time of year, it's nice and warm as well. I think one time I did go to Dalaman in April, and it was a little bit not quite warm enough for, you know, proper pool swimming and stuff, but it was warm, especially compared to the UK.
There she is, upside down.
And little teeth.
Mate, they're sharp as well.
Yeah, I can see.
She's really in a bitey phase at the minute, like playing biting, but it's just like, you're actually hurting me. Can you stop it? Like, I've got bite marks on my arms, my hands, my fingers.
Yep.
It's when she's playing.
Hey, welcome in, Farang. Good morning to you. Don't forget, folks, if you're enjoying the stream and you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, of course. It helps us out massively.
Matas, good to see you on Twitch. How many pictures have you got on your phone? Oh, too many to tell you guys.
Is it just
Too many.
sandwiched between all the pictures of cats as well?
Oh, yeah, I know, Amanda. Yeah, I know. EasyJet just arrived in from Paris.
Dogs are amazing creatures, so much better than cats. I think they're both just very different options.
Oh, 100%. Completely different.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, mate, cats have such unique characters as well.
Oh, yes.
They're all different.
Yeah.
Like our two cats, you know, Harry just loves snuggling, he loves cuddling, he loves strokes, he loves his belly rubbing, he just loves like company and stuff. Whereas Theo, who's his brother, is completely independent, doesn't really want much stroking unless it's a very specific, like if you come in and you take your shoes off and he's rubbing on your shoes, he'll then want loads of strokes and he'll want his belly rubbing and stuff. Otherwise, he'll just take himself off and you can hardly stroke him. Very strange. If you are enjoying the stream today, consider supporting the channel if you can. It helps keep our shows online and free for everybody, and the best way of doing that is by clicking the dollar symbol, and by clicking membership gifting is the best option, or you can send in a super chat as well, and they all go towards keeping our streams online. And a huge thanks to the 15 new VIP gifteds we've had today. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
JRR Play on Twitch saying, what's the most beautiful plane in service, mate? It's got to be the 350. I don't think anything else looks any better than the 350 in my opinion.
Yes. See, Mr. Lee Bracewell there over on the mound, the little one.
Nice.
Got matching t-shirts, have they?
They have, yeah.
That's pretty
squads.
smart. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Yeah, I like them t-shirts. I think Sam's got one of them as well, the purple A350 t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Is it? Or is it the Concorde one they've got, actually?
So there's a military aircraft, though. The Strike Eagle is a gorgeous military plane. I love those. They sound great as well. Have you ever been to... You've not been to Lake and Heath, have you?
No, I've not.
It's so mad. You hear like this mad hydraulic sound from the thrust vectoring, and it's like... It's so weird. It's like... It sounds like a little whip sound. It's kind of like whoop, 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 like this, but as it's coming over your head, it's crazy.
No way, Sam's actually wearing a purple shirt now.
Quite a bit of movement now on the airfield. That aircraft has been pushed back bound for the Isle of Man. British Airways Shuttle 3 Romeo A321 Neo is on Juliet Foxtrot, heading out to London Heathrow. We've got a EasyJet pushback for Amsterdam, Lufthansa for Frankfurt, and the Air Portugal for Lisbon. So quite a few aircraft on the move in the next few minutes. And having a quick look a little bit further afield, our Emirates A380 is just overhead Nottingham East Mids.
Oh, wow.
So that is not far away at all. There was questions about a Qatar triple from Doha, but this may just come in slightly late for us today.
Okay.
Still an hour and 5 minutes away, that aircraft.
The issue is as well, like, with them being on dual runway ops, it's not...
Well, that's it. You're not really getting a good view of it either.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe Matt's doing his Friday show this week as well, folks. So do tune in on Friday from usually about 10 a.m. He'll be live.
Nice.
Last bit of sun as well. If your kids are off this week or you're off on Friday, I definitely recommend coming down to the Runway Visitor Park. It's going to be awesome. Weather's looking great.
You know what, Jimmy? I don't know how, mate, but I completely forgot about the 330 Neo.
I think
that's right up there with the 350, mate. They've done a cracking job on the aesthetics of that aircraft.
Yeah, they're doing good, aren't they? Airbus these days.
Oh, yeah. Cooking.
They're bob on.
Yeah, I'll be a sec.
Right. And it's funny because when you compare them to like the new, like, does anyone else feel this? Like with the new Boeing editions, like, let's just say, for example, the Max's 787s and I guess the 777X, if you've seen that much. Visually, they're just not it. I don't know. Like, 777X is quite nice. I like the winglets. I think it looks a bit more, almost a bit aggressive in its design, especially with them serrated engines, and you've got like a bit of a sharper front end to it as well. It looks quite nice. But something about Airbus, man, like something about them they've got a really curvy modern design to them, really nice. And like I said, you know, the 330 Neo, the A350, just gorgeous. Tracy's saying greetings from Ohio. Welcome in. Welcome to Manchester in the UK. Just having I think it's going to end now, but we just had a bit of a brief quiet period, so we tuned in at the right time. Yeah, I feel like Boeing are going the other way, because you look at the 757, and I thought that was a stunning plane. Again, similar, it's got that kind of aggressive look to it. It's got the sharp edges where the sharp edges are meant to be, you know. A good looking plane all around. And I think they could have, in another universe, definitely modernized it and made it look even better. Yeah, David Duran, yeah, the smaller ones, especially the older ones, like the A380 and the A319, they're a bit boxy, aren't they? They're a bit basic looking. Functionally, they're great, you know, they're great aircraft. Done a good job. But you look at the A321 Neo, for example, is a bit more sleek and a bit nicer on the eyes. We are eyeing up the possibility of going back to the US later this year. Sam is a huge fan, me too actually, of Thanksgiving as well. We spent Thanksgiving there a couple of years ago. I think it was 2022, I think. Or 23. 23 actually. And it's such a good vibe. Pumpkin pie as well is just not a thing here in the UK. And we love it. You guys do a good pumpkin pie. The first time I went to Heathrow spotting, there was no Airbus aircraft. Wow. That's kind of how you feel sometimes about going to East Midlands, doing some cargo spotting there. A lot of the cargo aircraft are Boeing. Like 767s, 777s, 747 freighters. Even 737 freight as well with like West Atlantic. Cheers, David. Yeah, we'll see. Appreciate that. Oh wow, Mach 1. Yeah, that's awesome. Pre-A300 era. Wow. Hey Mike G, nice one. Reached 7 months this week. Awesome. Great to have you here.
What the heck? My mum texted me, said, we had an unexpected visitor this morning. I said, oh yeah. She sent me a picture of the garden. Got a sheep in it. It's just so random.
Tell me you live in the countryside. Well.
He's been trying to herd this sheep to work out whose it is.
Was it in a hot tub, was it?
Probably. Lamb chops for tea. Flipping there, Mike. The Belgian pilot, how you doing? Good to see you on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in this morning.
Hello. Welcome in.
Airfield's come alive again in the last few minutes. It does go through these kind of peaks and troughs here at Manchester. It's quite the character of Manchester, really. It's been doing it ever since we started. I always remember Saturday afternoons were really bad. Which is why we kind of settled on the Sunday for our main shows. ATR heading out to the Isle of Man, Loganair. Mum saying she wasn't too happy because it was just wandering around the garden eating all the plants.
Oh no. Nightmare. But the sheep was buzzing.
I just said to her, so what did you do with it? That EasyJet is bound for Amsterdam. Looks like it might be sat there a little while, just on the single engine at the moment. Wonder if we'll see the return of the Easy car park this summer.
We flew with EasyJet to Lanzarote last month, and yeah, we had a bit of a wait as well, about 45 minutes.
Stacey saying the Ryanair that's just arrived, Andy, sorry, has got some friends on board.
Oh, nice.
Just arriving back from Berlin.
That one over there?
It is, yeah.
Let's give it a zoom in, shall we?
Oh, very nice. Love that. Are you in 2020 then, Belgian pilot? Virgin Atlantic A330 just coming around the corner as well for Atlanta. And the 380's next to land as well. Thanks, mate. Cheers, Luke.
Awesome.
And a long final for 205 right. They're usually waiting for a slot, Mach 1. It's usually an ATC slot thing. And they like to push back off the gate on time for their on-time performance, which is why I'd say I think they should have to base that on takeoff, really, rather than pushing back from the gate to kind of fill that loophole. Tell you what, Andy, there's a couple of hot dogs at the RVP. People getting on the old cafe hype.
Got your name on?
They might do.
Not had a hot dog for ages.
Neither have I.
I don't know how busy it is here today. It properly feels like a weekend.
Yeah, it's school holidays, isn't it, I think?
That's right, yeah. I think some kids break up next week, but some are lucky to get this week where the sun's out. Hey, Colin and Dawn, welcome in.
Hey, guys.
Afternoon to you. Yeah, it's really mad how busy it is. Like, usually on a Wednesday, it's pretty empty, but it's literally the same as a weekend. Mad.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Belgian pilot with EasyJet at Manchester. Happens a lot, mate.
Yeah, we've seen them wait for a while. Like, I've seen ones waiting for over an hour. And some of them are on quite long flights as well, like to places like Sharm el Sheikh or Hurghada, yeah. Just real quick while this is lining up, we've got the Lufthansa Luduk on the taxi out. Special livery.
Get to see the other side.
Yeah.
More the same.
It's pretty cute.
And as I arrive in Emirates A380, touching down on 05 right.
There goes the Atlanta-bound Airbus A330 with the Virgin Atlantic. Yeah, as Loopy says, make sure you smash that like button, folks, before we finish up today. Are you on dog watch today, are you?
Yeah, when I get back.
Dog watch.
Because Jen's trying her best to work downstairs on a laptop, but now that we're having to also try and stop her from moving too much as well, you just can't get anything done.
Proper handful.
Yeah, so we're kind of taking it in turns.
Got EasyJet's just creeping forwards now, but now behind a couple of planes. Got Jet 2, 737 in the .com scheme on the taxi out.
Heading out to Lyon. And the Ryanair giving way on Bravo is the Lanzarote flight. And the EasyJet is now on the move as well, so not long of a wait for those lucky passengers on that one.
Is Andy going in the office? Probably go to the office after this for a little bit. Not for too long though, because sun's out, you know what I mean?
Big Al, how you doing? Good to see you. That Virgin A330 about to give us that awesome tower shot.
A bit lower than usual.
And the Hainan A330 just started pinging up. That'd be a nice wrap to the show if it moves sometime soon. Yes, the RVP is closed tomorrow, yeah.
That's right.
So just bear that in mind, folks. If you're planning the trip, the RVP is closed tomorrow.
I put another post out on our socials.
Yeah, we'll remind people.
Yeah, folks can give it a share. That'd be great.
Hey, no worries, Matt.
It's all right. Glad to have you here, Matt.
A long queue of departures now, heading down to 05 left. EasyJet number 4 to depart.
Might be jacket off time now, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit chilly earlier on, but it's really warmed up. Airbus A380 on a bit of a long taxi all the way from runway 2 over to terminal buildings.
I don't know, Mach 1. We know as much as you. Just the post that they put out said for operational reasons. So sometimes it means there's an event on. That's usually the case, but I don't know is the honest answer.
There's a BA, I think 777 flying overhead, and I was going to catch it, but it's literally perfectly lined up with the sun.
Yeah. Standard. Ah, yeah, looks like the Hainan's pushed. So we'll make that aircraft our final departure for today. Emirates A380 just arrived in. 7 hours 20 minutes today, about average for that flight from Dubai. Currently number 1 track worldwide on Flight Radar 24.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Arriving on stand there. I'll use that opportunity to take a quick slurp.
Thanks, David. Glad you're enjoying it. Tank 787, how are you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. We are in about the last 15 minutes or so of today's stream here at Manchester, but if you love live aviation, IRL aviation, then this is the channel for you. Thank you, mate. Let us know what you're up to today.
Welcome in.
Emirates A380 just arriving on stand 12. Nice and slow. Getting lined up with that digital docking system in front of it. Stand 12 alive with activity now as well. Lots of people waiting to get cracking on turning this aircraft around. Usually takes about 2 hours. Now Ryanair 73 on the rollout to Lanzarote. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Malcolm. Thank you very much. These Wednesday shows are usually quite nice and relaxed. The weather's certainly helping with that one today as well. Oh, here we are. Look at this. Joe's put a picture in the Airliners Live community group.
Oh, right.
Of this lemon and blueberry cake.
Ooh, on a lemonade stand.
Love that. Where do we order? Question mark. Take my money.
Are you on Just Eat?
Yeah.
Can hear the distinct rumble of an ATR 72. This one in Aer Lingus, heading off to Dublin. Oh, nice, NJ Aviation. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Aer Lingus Regional heading back to Dublin. I forget why these don't often use the intersection departure in front of us.
Yeah.
It's a bit quicker and surely they don't need much runway, these.
Oh, no, they don't. Nobody in front of it either.
Yeah.
Wonder if it'll take that left turn there, because there's another intersection, or another two there that it can potentially use. Nope, it's going to go all the way down by the looks of it to Alpha 1.
Mad.
Interesting.
We get 800 likes. Go on then, folks. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Check if you've hit it. Austrian coming in from Vienna as well. Landed on 05 right.
Yeah. Who? Sorry. Oh, I'm streaming, mate. I can't. Sorry, mate.
I can hear Martin in the background.
Guy just asked me to watch his kids while he runs to the car. I said, I can't. I'm streaming.
Mate, what? I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah.
I have my kid.
I would not be able to reliably keep an eye, I'm afraid. Don't want that on my conscience.
Martin's daycare centre.
Galaxy saying, what kind of watch are you wearing? He's been spotted.
Oh!
He's been spotted. Well, we are sponsored by a company called Flyer Watches. Their watch sponsorship. Look at it. Yeah, and that watch that Andy's wearing supports a charity called Airability. So 20% of the profits from that watch go to Airability charity, which gets disabled people flying. So if you want to go and purchase yourself one of those, if you're an Airliners Live VIP on YouTube, business class or above, you also are eligible for a discount on a couple of other watches as well. But yeah, they are available at Flyer Watches. Go and check them out.
Which one have you got on today? Is it the Zulu?
I'm wearing the Zulu today.
Oh, yeah.
Which is their more budget, premium watch.
Yep.
So it's kind of like more of an everyday. I got into a bad habit of wearing the Command nearly every day. And
I do wear this one every day.
yeah. No, we don't. This doesn't move. It is a portable box, but it stays in situ, Jimbo.
Yeah, it's been here since 2022, I think.
Giuseppe says, I only wear Rolex. Problem is, mate, they've not rang me yet. So, you know what I mean? That was funny as well because we have a good laugh with the guys at Flyer Watches. And part of our contract is for the period that they're working with us, we can't advertise any other watch brand. I was like, okay, what if Rolex knock on? Can we get a free pass for Rolex at least? But I don't think we can.
You need the bleep button whenever we mention another brand.
So even if Rolex come, I have to say thank you, but no thank you. So we've placed a bet that they're not going to come knocking, chat. Are you physically very close to each other? Yes, so I'm downstairs, and there's stairs that go up here, and Andy's up there.
Hello.
That was quite good, that.
Was it?
That was well done.
I went down the stairs.
That was alright, that. Well done. KLM A321 Neo. Looks like it's going to give way to the Hainan. Or are they going to shift it?
Don't know. Even way by it looks. Get a nice view of this KLM though. Neo. Take a little picture on my phone, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, boosh.
Grab one of this Hainan while you're up there as well. I can barely pay me bills, never mind afford a Rolex. The thing is, mate, even if you can afford a Rolex, you can't get one. You have to be on a waiting list. Yeah, Tim, it's a very good looking Neo, isn't it? The KLM. I agree, mate. Oh, I love it, Radioactive. I really like it. Oh, have they been kicked off the F1 for Tag You, have they? No way.
Oh yeah, seen that.
Maybe they got a bit of budget for Airliners Live then. We're not cheap. To start with, there's me, Andy, Matt, and Dave from Flyer Watches who all need a watch first. But then we'll consider it, you know what I mean? If I save an image from Google, how do I take away the background, says Linda. You need some photo editing software for that.
Yeah.
We would usually do it in Photoshop. I don't know. There might, if you just type in like online background remover or something, there might be something online, but I don't know. I don't know without using Photoshop. Legendary Gamer, how you doing? Greg sponsorship first. Mate, we wish.
We wish.
If anyone works at Greg's and can put in a good word, I'd be up for it.
Right.
We would not say no. And I think chat would be extremely proud of us as well.
That's it.
Jimbo, thank you very much. On Twitch with a tier 1 sub. The last few departures coming up, folks. If you have enjoyed today's show, consider supporting us on YouTube by clicking the dollar symbol, then clicking membership gifting. All of your support goes towards keeping these shows going. And the last few planes to depart now before we finish for today. It'd be rude not to get this KLM Neo out at least, which has given way. Imagine if Greg's did like unlimited Greg's for life. You know, like, didn't Noel get like free Kentucky for life or something?
Yes, that I show Speed as it as well. And apparently what he did was he had his card and he was showing it off on stream like, look, guys, I got free KFC. But he showed off the code.
So everyone's got it now.
Everyone rushed to KFC and started using it, and it actually worked.
No way. That's nuts. You'd look a bit silly with a steak bake on your wrist. I think Matt could pull it off.
What did I just read? A steak bake on your wrist. Yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, radioactive, it makes sense.
Greg's o'clock.
Honestly, John, I've not been drinking Henry Westons for a good few months now.
Same. I've got a bunch still in my fridge, or, you know.
I literally just don't really drink much anymore. I've had a few Copperbergs in the fridge just for like watching with a football or whatever, but I really don't drink, to be honest, mate.
Not even when you're watching the Man U games.
Scottish Linda said she emailed Greg's and they don't do sponsorships, they just donate to charity. I mean, me and Matt Smith are very hungry, if that counts.
Could donate to you instead.
Andrew Foster's Travels, welcome back, mate. 51 months of membership, loving the stream. Thank you very much. Here we go. All is right with the world again. KLM taking the intersection back in front of the Heinen. And Lee Bracewell gifting a membership. Cheers, Lee.
Thanks,
if
Lee.
Everybody gifted one membership, that would add up to a huge amount of support. Thank you very much for that, Lee.
Hope you're having a good time at the RVP. Sporting the coolest t-shirts in the whole park.
And our final departure today, the Heinen A330 lining up right on time. Just about to start a 5,000-mile flight to Beijing.
I'll do 4 packs of Westerns. Wow. Don't they also do they do their own version, don't they?
Matt Smith isn't feeling too well.
Oh.
He said he'd rather get sponsored off a holiday company than Greg's.
What?
He must have woke up on the wrong side of bed this morning, I think. You alright, Matt? Give me 3 rings if you're in danger, mate.
Would be cool to be sponsored by like Jet2 or someone though, wouldn't it?
Imagine. You'd just spend it all on holidays anyway. You'd give it back to him.
Literally. Me and Fleming. Matt as well, I think.
Get him to the doctors. I know.
What's wrong with him? Doesn't want Greg's.
This is unlike him. This is a red flag.
Is everything okay at home, Matt?
Yeah, he's still drinking coffee, but... Hey, Scottish Linda, thank you very, very much. Gifting a membership to Jack Cheaton. Thank you very much for that, Linda.
Says the cure is he needs a few days away. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's not the man we used to know, Sharp, unfortunately.
There's no Greg's in Malaga, you know.
Since he got famous, he's stopped eating Greg's.
Fell off.
And Mark Johnson, right at the end of the show as well, gifting a membership going to Papa Kilo.
Wow.
Cheers, Mark.
Loads are gifted on today's show.
What an awesome departure.
That was loud.
Ben Brazil when? Mate, I remember Ben Brazil. You gotta watch out for Ben Brazil though. They try and feed you up on sausages and bread and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then they bring the good stuff out after you're all full up.
It's never cool, like, is it? It's not cool when they do that.
Just be honest, guys. Just bring me steak.
Or you can eat buffet, but you start on the bread. Come on.
Cheers, Stano. Glad you enjoyed it. I think that's a nice aircraft to finish on today as well, ladies and gents. Whatever you're doing for the rest of your week, we hope you all have an absolutely awesome week. And Matt is back, of course, on Friday for his Friday show. Make sure you tune into that. And rumour has it at the moment, quite a nice special Iceland Air 75 going to be on the move as well. So we'll keep an eye open for that one. Enjoy the sun as well, chat. Brownie's been enjoying the sun upstairs today. Absolutely 10 out of 10.
Been good. Been nice.
And a huge thanks to Suze as well for popping in earlier on today's show. Enjoying some time down at the RVP with her dad. But thank you to all you guys in the chat as well. Really appreciate all the support. All of you guys getting involved, watching these shows week after week. We hope you've enjoyed them. And we shall see you all on Friday. So whatever you're doing, get out in the sun, get some fresh air. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
Ta-ra for now.